Build your own home in the stars as you draft cards and lay tiles in Cosmic Colonies from Floodgate Games. Thank you for joining me today at Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Cosmic Colonies is a 2 to 5 player card drafting tile laying game that takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play for a game. It's being published by Floodgate Games and it'll be on Kickstarter this October. We have a prototype copy to look at. We have the board face up here for 2 or 3 players. The other side is for 4 or 5 players. You'll add the resources and buildings in their slots. The rest are stacked by the board. Each player has a player board that has basic and advanced sides. They'll start with starting resources, 4 worker cards, and an objective card. Here's a super quick overview of Cosmic Colonies. In the game there are 8 rounds, and in each round there's an action phase and a refresh phase. At the beginning of the action phase, players secretly choose 1 worker card from their hand and then all simultaneously reveal it. Then perform them in worker order, from lowest number to highest. You can either collect resources or play a building on your player board. For collecting, you choose 1 location and take as many resources based on the carry limit on your worker, and place them in your warehouse that can hold up to 9 tokens. When placing a building, you pay the cost indicated and place it on your board. Then all players will simultaneously play 1 more worker card face up and take another action. Then during the refresh phase, you're going to add resources back on the main board, you're going to fill those building spots back up, and you're going to move the round marker and pass 2 cards that you played to the player to your left, who puts them into their hand. You'll do this for 8 rounds, and then you'll count up points. 2 points for each building type that matches the shape on the top of your objective card, and a point for each that matches the bottom. 15 points for each complete set of the 5 main building tiles, then points based on the number of terrain spaces visible. One big difference between basic and advanced is that you get a point for each dirt space visible in advanced. And the person with the most points wins. This game seems simple at first. To get the resources, to get the buildings you want, to place them on your board. But then you add in those worker cards to shake things up. These are basically letting you break some rules, like placing outside the grid, collecting resources, paying less resources, having more resources. And those worker cards aren't just yours to play and keep. Oh no, you have to pass them to the player to your left when you play them. So it's imperative that you play them at the right time. Do you go for those lower numbers that you can go earlier in the round, or those higher numbers that have some sweet benefits? The higher numbers have some pretty sweet benefits, like copying the ability of your first worker, collecting resources and placing a tile, or even getting smaller tiles. I think the passing of these worker cards makes this game stand out among other drafting and tile placement games. And of course you also have to think about the tiles and which ones you're going to get and when, and hopefully before the opponents take them all. There's also the advanced game that introduces advanced worker cards that have the gray icon on the back. The top action is used during the first action round and the bottom if played second. This is basically imitating a day ability and a night ability, which requires even better timing, but you get better benefits. There's other variants, like playing both worker cards at the same time. This is a prototype that we're looking at, but the design works well for the spaced theme game. I think you'll like Cosmic Colonies if you like tile laying games, if you like drafting type games, especially this little twist of you're playing cards and using them and then passing them to another player. It plays fast for 8 rounds and it goes all the way up to 5 players. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, then check out Cosmic Colonies coming from Floodgate Games on Kickstarter this October, and we would love for you to subscribe to Tantrum House.